Welcome back to the Untold, where we have amazing guests who share the story. And today we have
a very special guest, someone who's not a stranger to KTV2, a colleague of ours.
a host.
He's been on multiple shows in the past 2 years, and we're going to have a very interesting conversation about determination, hard work, and hard work always pays off.
And volunteering involved.
All kind of work.
All right, without any further ado, let's introduce our guest.
Dr. Mohammed Alqatan, right after this. We're back on the show being joined by our guest for today, Dr. Mohammed Alqatan. Welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here with you. So excited about this interview.
Welcome to the show, Dr. Mohammed. So let's begin with a little introduction about yourself.
You're no stranger to KTV2, but I think in this episode, the fans will be getting to know you, or the audience will be getting to know you on a personal level here on The Untold. So let's start with...
Tell us about yourself.
Tell us yourself.
All right. So currently, I am an associate professor at the College of Basic Education. My major is exercise physiology.
Could you briefly explain that?
Could you elaborate?
Elaborate on that
what that
major.
means?
Yeah.
All right. So basically, when we exercise, there are a lot of benefits that we get from the exercise. And when I said exercise, it's a huge term because there are, for example, walking, cycling, swimming, how many times you exercise per week, how long, all these components that I have been studying to see how effective exercise on our body in regard how I could prevent chronic diseases and treat chronic diseases.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's actually a big thing.
Exactly. It's a very important thing as well.
How does it work exactly?
So nowadays, unfortunately, we have a lot of chronic diseases, not only in Kuwait, but in the world. So diabetes type 2, cardiovascular diseases, as well as cancer. And the studies have been shown that in order to prevent these diseases and to reduce the number of incidents of these diseases is by exercise and diet. As well as a lot of people who have these diseases, how could they exercise? Because exercise could treat some diseases like diabetes type 2.
It could?
It could, but it needs a very...
Specific
Exactly,
exercise?
and it's the right exercise prescription. And this is what I am studying, or I have been studying in the US, is to see how much we have to exercise, which kind of exercise we have to do, how long we have to do it, at which intensity. And all of these together, I put them together and I advise the client or the people to exercise.
So first, let's talk about why did you choose this field?
And you didn't start with this field, did you?
No, you started with engineering, right?
I did.
So how do we go from engineering or wanting to be a lawyer? The family wanted you to be a lawyer, engineer, or doctor, right?
So
That's the basic.
A lot of
what basically everyone wants.
Nobody wants a lawyer. I don't know.
I don't know.
They all want a doctor or engineer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is the most
Still,
common.
lawyers make a lot of money. That's why.
Yeah.
That's when back actually when I was in high school.
Right.
Actually, I got a really good or high GPA.
All right.
And when I graduated, I didn't know where to go.
Were you in the public system?
Exactly.
Okay.
And my parents want me to be an engineer.
Of course.
Yes, and they try to push me as much as they could.
That's what we hear all the time.
Yes, they want me to, because they want to be. Engineering is a really good career.
Yeah, but if you have no
Secure.
interest in it, you're
Yeah.
just
You're
doing
not
it for
gonna
the
do
title
well.
and the money,
Yeah.
The money and the probably market need that. It's good for them. Reputation is
Reputation.
good. Yeah, it's very important.
It's all about the reputation.
We'll
after
find
all.
you a wife so fast, you know.
Exactly. So this is why they push me really hard. And actually, I listened to them. I told them, okay, I'm going to go for it because I was really good in math as well as in physics and biology as well. So I went and I joined the Kuwait University, and my major was engineering. I stayed there for 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
What was the switch? Because this is the most important thing I want people to hear. Because they might go through this. They might pursue a degree. they don't have a passion for.
Yeah.
So what was the switch for you?
So when I was young, my passion is exercise. I love to exercise. I love
Okay.
to move, and this is what my mother told me when I was a kid, that I was a hyper,
Very active,
very
hyperactive
active,
child.
soccer,
Okay.
football. I could any kind of exercise I could engage in it.
There's an energy within you.
I know. This is why, at that time, I said I need to do something with exercise.
Okay.
So the only thing is to do exercise is
What made you even think about an alternative? Because you're studying engineering.
I
so
wa-
far.
and I was
You're
doing-
like
Yeah.
halfway.
I'm
halfway.
halfway and I'm doing well.
So
Yeah,
what was
I'm-
that aha moment?
That was like, okay.
Okay,
Now I'm-
the aha moment, I knew that I'm not gonna be as distinguished engineer. I know
You'll
that
just be another engineer.
I'm gonna be just another. I'm just gonna
Just
be
another addition to the
an,
market.
another person.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know I'm not gonna be the
So
one.
and then you saw that you had a passion for exercise.
Exactly.
You know,
And
I
okay.
actually appreciate that because some people would just go for the job
Right.
and be like, I'm just gonna
Mm-hmm.
go to work,
Sign
do my
in, sign
thing,
out.
And that's
sign
it.
in, sign
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
do my thing and just get paid and whatever, and they don't
Right.
even care about the job. But the fact that you want to be,
A special one.
special,
Yeah,
you
you
want to
wanna-
stand
I want
out,
to- I
is
want-
incredible.
I would like to have an impact on the
Right.
society.
Right.
And this is why at that time I tried to find out something related to exercise. And the only thing I found it's a physical education department.
Okay.
And I actually joined and I started from the scratch. I started from
So
the
those
beginning.
2 years are goodbye.
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 Nothing.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you learned a thing or two.
He learned he didn't want to continue. it.
Exactly.
He learned.
But it was really tough to switch though. If you start from
yeah,
the
yeah,
beginning,
yeah,
you start with the younger people.
Convincing your
right.
parents.
Getting them
Pretty
on
sure that
board.
was-
I didn't convince him actually. I tried.
Okay.
It's hard.
You're like, I'm gonna do it. You
I'm-
guys will
I-
accept it
I-
eventually.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Oh,
And
okay.
Some things you got to do for yourself. In life.
yes, and this is something. The first challenge that I faced that time. It's my family, the whole family, as well as my friends. They told me you're gonna switch from engineer to be a physical education teacher. This is a huge.
It's
It
ju-
was
yeah,
really-
that's
It's like a
why.
downgrade in their head.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
like a
why are you
downgrade.
doing that?
Yeah.
The tone of the voices, the way how they treated me, everything has been changed.
Yeah.
But I told them this is something what I do like. And when I went there at the first day, I went at the physical education department. I loved the place. And I said, okay, this is going to be something good for
This
me.
is still in Kuwait, right?
I can quit.
Okay.
Oh.
And I start really hard. I really study very well. I love the subject, how exercise, how our body react to exercise, what are the benefits, what are kind of sports. And I said, oh, this is exactly what I want. And this is why, because I love the subject so much, I even stayed in the weekend and I study. My friends were hanging out, having a good time.
That's passion right there.
Oh, that's passion.
Yeah.
And in the summer, my friends, they're traveling. I stay in the summer taking classes and studying. I still remember these days really
You were doing
well.
your thing. You were enjoying it,
Exactly.
which is
So
great.
you got your bachelor's in physical education,
Physical
right?
education.
And then you worked with the degree, right? Did you work with the degree?
Yes, for 2 years
At schools?
at schools.
How was it being a teacher, PE teacher?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it because it's my passion is exercise. So I played with my students.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Well, what grade were you teaching? High school,
elementary,
middle-
first year elementary
Elementary.
school, and the second year
Wow.
middle school.
Middle school.
I think it's at the beginning, teaching kids physical activities is fun,
It's fun.
but I think it's more annoying when you teach middle schoolers and high schoolers.
Yeah, but you
They're
know,
not-
this is all the students regarding the age, they like the physical education.
Yeah, it's
class.
their
Then-
time to have fun. and,
Exactly.
to
It
relax
depends
from all
on
the
the
other
teacher.
classes.
It depends on the teacher. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on your experience, I guess. Your experience.
To be honest, I'm gonna rat my school here. We didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything.
No, the
Depends
teacher
on the
used to
teacher.
The
sit.
simplest thing was to just give you a ball.
No,
Tell it to
she
go
would just
play.
let us do whatever we want
Okay.
in the playground, whatever. She would go inside and be
There
like,
was
that's
she
And
wouldn't
having
teach
lunch.
the curriculum.
Such a shame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have an actual curriculum to teach in these PE
Absolutely.
classes,
They-
but a lot
they
of
give us a
teachers
book.
choose to not to.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to teach the students
Yeah,
all
yeah.
kinds
They
of
gave us a book
sports.
just to look at.
to look at the
Oh.
pictures.
No, I think the system right now is probably even better, hopefully.
Okay, hopefully better than when I graduated, because when I graduated it was miserable.
Okay, okay. Let's move from PE teaching,
PE
and
teaching.
then you pursued a master's degree,
Yes.
right? What was the master's degree in?
So before I purchased my master, probably every 4 or 5 years, the College of Basic Education allow students to give them a scholarship,
Nice.
and this is based on their GPA and their personality. And I applied to get my master and PhD. You have to get your master and PhD continuously without
Oh,
stopping.
okay, okay.
So I applied, and because I got the highest GPA in my bachelor degree, my GPA was
You
3.85.
study hard, or you have some tricks?
No, I studied hard.
No, he just told you he used to
I
skip the
really-
weekend.
I-
Oh,
I
right,
really-
right,
I really
okay.
study hard.
All right.
And I actually get the scholarship.
Nice.
And here I started the higher degree journey, which was a totally different journey
And
from
now you moved to the States.
to States, United
Right.
States of America.
Oh, how was the experience there?
Wow, actually I was really looking forward to go to the U.S. I don't know why, but I feel that I will find myself over there.
Did you?
It's the American dream.
And, and I did. And actually I
Okay.
did. I was really glad I make my decision.
Did it
there.
like was it like on the same level as your expectations though?
Yes.
It was?
Yes, because I'm a person who I like to deal with other people.
Okay.
I like to have friends.
Nice.
And
You're social.
yes, and this
Outgoing.
is what I heard in the U.S. The people in the U.S. really friendly,
Right.
and that's what's right.
It
And
was.
yes, and I went there. I got my master degree at Old Dominion University at Virginia,
Virginia.
and my major was exercise science and wellness.
Hmm.
Yes.
Incredible.
You-
I didn't even know that existed.
Yes.
There's so many things that exist that you don't know.
What do you mean by that?
But let's continue.
Uh-huh.
Virginia, got your master's, PhD in Austin, Texas,
Austin, Texas.
from the University of
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Yes.
It's
Austin,
easy.
Texas.
Okay.
Okay, how was that?
Because I got 4.0 in my master degree. It was
Mashallah, 4.0.
Yes.
That's great.
And-
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood, knock on wood. Yep.
it gave me really a good goal to purchase my PhD in a good school, and I went to apply for the 510 school in the U.S. and one
Oh,
of
wow.
them is UT Austin. UT Austin ranked number 2
Oh,
in exercise physiology.
Okay.
Yes, I went there, and it was another journey, a lot of tough times.
yeah. I
So
can
how
only
many years
imagine.
did you spend there at the U.S.?
In my master degree, I spent 2 years and a half.
Okay.
And in my
PhD
PhD 4. It should be 5.
But you did it in 4.
I did it in 4.
Okay, we'll
Alright.
continue.
Yeah.
Right after the break, I would like to hear more about the story.
Perfect.
Let's go to break. So we're back with our guest, and before we go on a break, I wanted to ask you about, if you could define the word determination.
Wow, such a...
I love how you just took a breath.
Yes, it's in my blood.
Right? It's in your
Determination.
DNA, I think.
Exactly.
DNA.
It's challenge, how you exceed, how you put the goals. This is the plan. And you already know that you're going to do it. You have to work really hard in order to achieve your goals. Nothing is easy, and it's better to be hard. It's good to do, or it's good to accomplish hard goals because it will make sense. And this is why it's very important for me to be determined.
So, okay, so what was your next step? You're in the U.S. I want to go back to that story. You, you didn't go back on holidays. You were spending your entire time there. So continue with the story. I really like it.
When I went back to Kuwait, actually, I still working hard. something that I gained in the U.S. that I have to still
Hard work.
hard work. It's all
So
about hard
if it's
work.
one thing they teach is hard work. That's true.
And I really focus more on research, and this is what I'm doing right now. I love teaching. This is something, number one job in my life. Teaching is very passion for me. And the second thing is doing research. I like research, and this is what I'm going to continue doing research. And I publish more than 35 research
Oh.
in a good
35
yeah
research.
How
in
many
a good,
research journals have you published?
yes.
Okay.
How many have you published?
I could help you.
You could help us.
All right.
Okay, so you got your degrees now. You're back in Kuwait. You started working. How did we segue into television?
Oh,
Because that's a story in itself, right?
exactly. It's all about stories, huh?
Yeah, this is
I
the
mean,
place to share
you're
your story.
trying multiple fields here:
Yeah.
engineering,
So how
So
did
I didn't like
teaching,
engineering.
Yeah.
researcher,
Yes.
and then living,
Teacher and try to teach.
Yeah.
and then TV presenter. I mean, what's
Yeah.
next?
I don't know what's next. So I'm so
Life
excited.
is full of
I'm
choices.
so excited. I'm working really hard on it.
You go where the opportunity takes you.
Yes,
And
exactly.
you're not afraid to try new things.
No, you have to try. It's good to try and see if you like it or not. If there is a way to improve, so you could improve. If you don't like it, you could switch. And how I did start here at the KTV2 is
Was it that Red Crescent volunteering? I think
Exactly.
there's a connection there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, now we talk about
Yeah.
volunteering. That's
Volunteering,
another
exactly.
edition.
yeah.
So I guess
So that's why I'm busy.
Okay, keep yourself busy. That's good. I mean,
So tell us about volunteering with the Red Crescent and how it evolved into television.
So I joined the Kuwaiti Red Crescent Society since 2003, and I was
20 years.
20 years.
You've been volunteering for 20 years.
Yes, 20 years.
Mashallah.
So
have you volunteered, Ahmed, for the society?
Not for 20 years.
No,
I'll be lying. I'll be 8, starting at 8.
I really encourage you to do a volunteer job. It's something huge.
It's rewarding, I think.
Absolutely.
And
It's-
helping others in need.
Absolutely,
It's just tremendous.
it feels that you are a human, and how you should help other people is, and it's a sign of developing a country. It's really a good sign that the society is strong.
Right.
By having or by doing a volunteer job. I did start in 2003, and I was at the college, the basic of education, and I joined to take a course, first aid course. I did like the people over there, and they called me several times to really distribute food, to give food to people who are in need, and I loved it. I said, wow.
I do think that volunteering gives you the feeling of how privileged you are, and to appreciate
And
the little
it's
things.
a way to give back.
It's a way to give back from you're privileged. You have everything, so why not give back a little from whatever that you have? I'm pretty sure you can give away a few T-shirts or clothes or
To give
food.
away your own time.
Exactly.
And
by
your time
volunteering,
and
you know.
efforts
Your
and-
time and effort.
I will tell you about volunteering. My first goal in my life to obtain a PhD, and I have done it. I was really extremely happy. But when I do a volunteer job, when I
You're
help
happier.
than
Yeah.
getting, I said,
Because
wow.
it's something that you even see the look on their faces. You just put a
Absolutely.
smile on their faces.
Absolutely.
Just by the simple gesture I had to do.
Especially with the kids.
It's huge, especially with the kids.
Absolutely.
I mean,
correct,
you work
yeah.
with the kids anyway,
I do
so
work with the kid.
volunteering for them.
I connect with them. I help them. I actually give also classes. There are a course for a young volunteer in the summer, and a younger generation, ages from 7 to 11. They come to the Kuwaiti Red Crescent Society, and we teach them how to be volunteer, what kind of volunteer job that you could do. And what I do is teaching in this course, and all of that is volunteering. And I'm going to continue. And actually, this is going to be my things to do when I retire.
Volunteering. So where did you go?
I'm gonna dedicate my
Which
whole-
countries did you go to?
I went to
Yeah, in 20 years,
Turkey?
you've been a lot.
I think you went to Turkey.
Yeah, I
right?
did. I went to Turkey after the earthquake.
Oh, after the earthquake.
Yes.
That must have been something.
Oh yeah.
That was
really-
recent, wasn't
that was
it?
really
Yeah.
recent.
Yeah.
But you must have been all over in those
Couple,
20 years.
couple. It was a couple months ago actually.
Oh, yeah,
In
yeah.
March.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
March, I
last
think.
March.
And
Early this year.
Yeah.
what did you guys do there exactly?
We actually, because there are a lot of people who donate money to the Kuwaiti Red Crescent Society, and what the society here do, the Kuwaiti Red Crescent Society, is buy or purchase equipment, medical equipment, tent, foods, and they deliver all these material to Turkey.
Okay.
And our role to take this,
To distribute and all that.
yes, taking all this equipment and cooperate with the Turkey Red Crescent.
Okay.
Coordinate with them and
Exactly.
all that.
And to try to locate the family in need who really need these stuff or equipment or food, and we distribute these food to the people who are.
Could you go through a list of countries off the top of your head that you've been to?
I went to Lebanon
Lebanon.
to also to distribute.
Lebanon?
Lebanon,
Yeah.
yeah. To help the Syrian refugees.
Okay, nice.
Syrian refugees.
I went to Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Oh.
How was that?
Oh, that's for the Rohingyas
Oh.
people.
For the
And that
what?
was Rohingya people over there.
I don't know what that is.
We don't read much, I guess that's why.
Yeah.
Actually,
If you could explain more, I'm actually interested. To know.
the Myanmar, they flew from the Myanmar because they are ethnicity, because they are
Okay.
because they have a religion ethnicity, and they flew to Bangladesh and they stayed there, and their
Okay.
life was really
Really hard.
really
Yeah,
miserable.
yeah.
And people over there, they don't have not only food, they don't have medication, vaccination, and it was really important trip for me, because if the disease is spread over there, it could probably kill a lot of people because they don't have a vaccination.
That
over
is
there.
so sad.
Absolutely.
I mean, and what did you do in there?
Actually,
Exactly.
we took a few vaccination here from Kuwait to deliver them, and I was with a few doctors over there to really vaccinate people over there. And also we provide tents, try to build building schools for people over there,
Building
try to
schools.
find
Shelter and all that.
exactly shelters. We try to find jobs.
So basically, providing a proper living.
Exactly,
for,
and this is
you
what
know.
we are
So-
trying to do.
On the trip, was there a lot of other Kuwaitis, young Kuwaitis as well, who were interested?
Beside me, we have a volunteer from the Kuwaiti Red Crescent Society.
It's a
few
big
of them.
team now, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah,
Yeah?
exactly. We
Yeah.
have a lot of volunteers over there,
That's beautiful.
and
That's
we
great.
Incredible.
this is very interesting.
Yeah.
And all of them, all of us actually working on the same page, which is helping other people.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of it. I think it's very important.
Very
to give
important,
back
and this is
in
why
any society.
I really encourage you. I really encourage all my dear viewers to try to do volunteer.
And
It's
for the
something-
Red Crescent, you explained the process very easy.
It's very easy.
For anyone 18 and above can
Yeah.
volunteer simply with the civil ID on their website, and that's it.
That's it, 18 and
That would
above
be
years
great.
old, and you
Yeah,
should be
anyone
good to
can
go.
do that.
So
is
how
amazing.
could we didn't really continue how I get to the KTV2, right?
Yeah,
let's,
we did.
let's switch to
True,
that.
We
true.
forget
I mean,
all
you
that.
got here,
Yeah.
you're with us now.
The Red Crescent helped you get here somehow.
Yeah, because they
Did it, though?
the KTV2, they want to do interview with one of the
Yeah, that's
volunteers. They want one
Oh.
who could speak English.
I love how you just take the chance. You just, he seizes the chance. when he
Exactly.
sees
They
one.
told me, okay, Mohammed, go for it. And I came here to KTV2. I started to do the interview about the Kuwaiti Red Crescent Society. What are we doing? And
Then
Before
you were
know
like,
it, he's
that's my
housed
job.
himself.
exactly.
That's my next job.
Do you want to join? I said, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Huh?
I mean,
Also, on your CV, before we finish, you're on the rowing team for Kuwait.
Yes, I was.
We have one, by the way.
Yeah.
we do.
And could you just touch on that for
I
a quick
want,
second?
this is actually this is one of the reason why I switched to physical education department, because at that time in 2001 I
Okay.
was in the national team of rowing.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's really was a really good.
Why rowing of all things?
It's really need a lot of strength
Uh-huh.
and stamina,
Okay.
and I think this is something I do like, and this is why I joined.
He
and
likes showing off his strength.
this is the truth.
I mean, yeah.
It's amazing. If we could end on one thing, if there is one obstacle that you had through your whole career, How did you overcome that obstacle?
Working hard, dedicating yourself. A lot of obstacles we have. This is life, and don't say to yourself, "No, you could do it. Work on it. You could fail. That's totally fine, but continue working on it, like any other skill."
Persistence.
Exactly. Continuous doing the right thing and put a plan. Put a clear plan. Put plan A, plan B, plan C. If plan A didn't work, go to plan B. Plan B didn't work, go to plan C. And eventually you will succeed.
So what made you not give up at any point?
I love challenge. I love challenge.
Okay,
He
you
has
like
challenge for breakfast.
He has challenge for breakfast.
No,
It
I
comes with
think for me-
cereals.
The only thing, if you really would like just to tell me you could not do this, I will be.
Oh, you will go out of your way to make sure you can do that.
Absolutely. I'm gonna quit right
That's
now.
the
I'm gonna
spirit.
work
That's
on
the
it.
spirit we should have.
But I mean, some people say that is sometimes could be a bad quality. You think so?
No, I don't think so.
Do you think you're stubborn or just persistent?
Both.
Both. Stubborn. We have to be careful with this one.
Well, it was a beautiful conversation here. Thank you so much for coming on our show. And I don't think this is the last that we will see of you on
No, no.
KTV2,
I
right?
mean, you're a colleague after all, kind of. We'll see you around.
Yep.
But it was nice having you on
Thank
the
you
show.
so much for having me. So it was really great pleasure meeting you. And my advice is follow your passion.
All right. Thank you for being with us. We'll be right back after the break.
What a fun conversation we've had with the doctor. He's a great colleague. And what beautiful stories he told. And the advice at the end is just great.
And I loved his energy, and I think he does have the energy to work with kids.
Yeah.
And
The
you
patience,
can,
the mental,
positive.
the mental muscles that he
The
has.
mental muscles,
mental
right?
muscles to handle
I mean, you have to
children.
be energetic if you're
Yeah,
going to follow
yeah,
kids
yeah.
around and tell them to do things that they
Absolutely.
don't want to do. But anyway, kids are
Seems
a
like you have
blessing.
an issue with dealing with kids. Okay.
No, kids are amazing. They're a
Oh,
blessing.
okay.
They just, they require a lot of energy.
Energy. Well, to get more energy, tune in next time right here on The Untold to hear more stories and meet new guests.
Good
Till
night.
then, good night.